Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiskey's Adventures. How's everybody doing? Doing good, doing good. Doing another river camp tonight. We are expecting some storms around about 10 o'clock tonight until 8 o'clock tomorrow, so it'll also be a storm camp. I'm kind of hoping I get what the forecast is showing. I don't see how we're not. I looked at the radar before I left the house, and from Canada border to US to Mexican border to US, the storms from border to border coming east. So we should get a rain event tonight, which is cool. Because of that rain event, I'm obviously going to be sleeping in my hammock like I do most of the time, which keeps me off the ground. But my rain fly, I'm going to set up a little differently. I'm going to set up like a tent. You've seen it before when I did a stealth camp at the McDowell Park. When I was participating in the Stealth Camping Alliance's, I can't remember what month it was, but I think it was the April challenge. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But one of their challenges I participated in, I set my rain fly up like a tent. I'm gonna do that this way tonight, which will help keep me 100% dry and protected from the storm, because the storm is expecting some high winds too. Owl Hunter ain't with me. She's out on her very first camping trip without her father with her friends. So I hope, Owl Hunter, when you see this, I hope you had a great time. Can't wait to see when you come home tomorrow so I can see the photos and hear about how it all went. Tonight's dinner, people, are going to be steaks. Mama Bear got me steaks, so no Diddy Moore beef stew tonight. It's going to be actual 4 pieces of sirloin steak. And as long as the rain holds out until about 10 o'clock like the forecast shows, I'll be cooking my steaks on a cast iron skillet. And if the rain comes early, then it'll be a stainless steel skillet, a little smaller one that'll fit right on top of my gas system. But either way, I'm eating steaks tonight, folks. All right, we're gonna row our boats. You guys should recognize this campsite once we get here. I've been here one other time, loved it because of the amount of firewood that was right here. But this is where we're going, so I'm gonna row. Got about 2 mile row ahead of me, I think, roughly, to get there. So I'm just gonna row my boat, get the camp, get it all set up, get the adventure going. In case anybody's asking, how come we ain't seen you fish? I don't have a South Carolina fishing license yet. I haven't bought them, so I don't want to run any chances with the game wardens because this river is quite busy with fishermen, so I'm assuming game wardens will be out here checking. I just don't need the ticket or the trouble, so no fishing on this trip. Just coming out to camp and eat some good food and obviously drink my Mountain Dews. All my Patreon supporters, greatly appreciate you. Matthew B, Stephen R, Mark K, every month. Without fail, you guys donate to the Patreon account. We greatly appreciate that. All right, folks, we're just gonna row our boats. We got about 2 mile row to go to get where we're going. So I'll see y'all when we get to camp, basically, right? Yeah. We made landing. All right. Been here before, and it looks like somebody else has camped here. Somebody else has definitely camped here. There's a fire ring right there exposed. My fire ring was right there, and my hammock was right there. So this big tree basically going over top of that fire ring. And there's a rope here. So it looks like I'm not the only one that's found this camp spot. There's a bucket down there with looks like a trash bag inside of it. That wasn't here before. People, when you go camping, you're supposed to take out what you bring in. supposed to make it look like it looked before you ever showed up. It's a little irritating. I got plastic. I got little pole tops down here. It looks like I'll burn that up tonight. And I'm willing to bet you, because I see parts of the trash bag on the string and there's stakes. I bet you that's where they were using the bathroom at. And that whole bucket assembly was used for that. I'm willing to bet you that's what it's for. Instead of taking it out, they just broke it off and threw it down into the woods. Sad. All right, well, I do got gray skies above me. So the very first thing I need to get done is get the camp set up. That way, if the rains fall, I've got a place I can run under. It looks like I'm gonna have to set my hammock back just a little bit farther though, because now the established fire ring for this spot here would be in the way of my setup. So I gotta go back a little bit farther with my setup, which ain't gonna be a problem. Again, need the shelter in case it rains. I can always cook underneath the shelter and everything else on gas, even though I want to do the fire for the steaks, but let's get camp set up real quick. And I guess the positive note is because the fire ring's here when I got here, I don't necessarily have to make it completely disappear anymore. I hate seeing that because that means other people have seen this, which means farther into the season, more people are probably going to camp here and it's just going to get more trash and the wood's going to disappear. So that sucks, but either way, nothing for me to worry about tonight. I'm good tonight. So let's go ahead and get camp all set up real quick. I got to figure out what 2 trees I'm going to use and then we'll get camp established. So all right, camp set up. So here's the one side. I went 2 over, same on that end, staked it down, did the same thing on the back side. Normally I throw my tarp over the string because I've never camped in a rainstorm that's rained hard enough where the water travels down the string underneath my rain tarp or rain fly. But tonight I am expecting a lot of rain. So I just pinned it underneath and used the ridge line and used the hooks provided on the rain fly to make sure absolutely nothing gets in. All my hammock straps, where they hang down, the water travels down inside the rain fly. So I've never had an issue there. On this side of the rain fly, let me get my pull back here. I pulled the 2 corners together and staked them in, which closes that end off like a tent. Then on this side, I have string ready for tonight. But for now, I've just got the 2 corners pinned down to create a door in there. And again, in here, it's just like a tent basically, With a hammock hang up in there, I've got room to cook, sit, and do everything in there. If need be, I can just drop the hammock out of the straps and throw it into a my waterproof bag to give me like full access in here. And then when I go to bed at night, I can pull the two corners in and stake them up and completely close it. And the whole purpose behind that is actually the rain should be coming from that direction. So I don't necessarily have to close this end off tonight. That's the end I need closed off. So when the rain comes like this, nothing gets up in there. But if I want to stay 100% dry, I just close those two corners. But I believe I'm going to leave that open so I can kind of watch the rain hit the river, especially tomorrow morning when the sun comes up and it's still raining. So what I'm going to do now, folks, is I'm going to set this tripod up right here for a second. All right, like that. And I'm going to sit down, enjoy me a dew for a couple minutes. And then I don't plan on having a big fire, so I'm not too concerned about my fire pit being that close to my rain fly. But I may take my shovel that I bring and make this look like it's never been used and move the fire pit over that way another foot or two to get it farther away from my rain fly. But again, I don't plan on having a big fire tonight. I just need a hot bed of coals to cook, because shortly after dinner the rain should be here according to the radar. But cheers, everybody. I'm going to enjoy my dew. And then once we get the dew done, I'll get enough wood up for dinner. I might want to check the radar again, too, because the skies are looking awful gray behind me. But I'm also up and ready for it. So I'll let your boy. I'm going to enjoy my dew. wait for a hot bed of coals. And once I got a good bed of coals going, got my cast iron right here, seasoned cast iron, and I'll throw the 4 small sirloins into there, and that's dinner tonight. Just the sirloins. I didn't bring anything else out here with me to eat, nothing else to snack on, outside of Pop-Tarts for tomorrow's breakfast with my coffee. So I'm gonna sit here, enjoy my fire, let the coals get built up, enjoy this cold dew from cutting all that wood. So that was dead standing cedar there. I got caught up in some vines back there when I was cutting it down. But it cut up nice, it's dry, it split up nice. And I've got a big chunk there I still got to cut up and split. But I'm gonna probably burn the big chunk in pieces. Most likely there's a fork on that big chunk there I'm gonna put on the fire or on top of the coals maybe. Either way, the big log I'm not cutting, I'm gonna burn it down in sections. I've got enough wood cut to get me a bed of coals, have a little fire afterwards, and then I'll burn the log down as I eat my dinner until the storm gets here or we lose daylight or whatever the case may be. Radar's still showing around about 10 o'clock we're expecting rain, so it's moving more north and east of us, so like we're not going to get hit by big cell it looks like anymore. It looks like the more of a tail end of it, but we'll have to see. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm hoping we do get rain tonight. Be nice to sleep in that with all that pitter patter on top of the rain tarp, rain fly. Cheers, everybody. Now, I don't want no haters in my comments because I'm adding steak sauce to steak. I know there's a lot of people out there that says you're ruining steak when you use steak sauce and blah, blah, blah. Like I've said before on this channel, I like my steaks the way I like my steaks. I don't have to have steak sauce, but I like the twang of the A1 sauce that it brings to steak. So my steak, I'm putting steak sauce on it, folks. Trash bag in a minute. Fresh stew. Here we go. Thanks, Mama Bear. So I got 2 in here, and I got 2 in this foil. It's down by the fire, staying warm. Now I wrap my steaks up in foil because of the juices that come out the steaks. I don't want to lose it. I want the, you know, the meat to soak up in the juices. Good dinner, folks. Real good dinner. Something about cooking steaks on a cast iron on an open fire. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love to taste it. It brings to the steak. Now, normally I get in New York, but I told Mama Bear to, when she says, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the store and buy you some steak for your trip," but we are on a budget. I'm like, get whatever you can get, you know. So she got me these sirloins. I guess sirloins are cheaper in New York strip. As a rule, I eat New York strip, but steak, right? Dinner was good. Dinner was good, folks. I am flat full. Those 4 steaks hit the spot. There wasn't nothing left. A little trash bag here hanging behind me, all my tinfoil, my cans, and all my trash is in there so it can come out with me tomorrow. And now I'm just gonna sit here the rest of the night, enjoy this fire. It's getting twilight. It ain't pitch black out yet, but the sun has set over the horizon, which is actually there behind me. But it's starting to get dark. I got a good little fire going here. Look at that. Yep. I didn't collect or split a bunch of wood up, but really don't need to right here. There's plenty of wood. I imagine here within the next couple weeks that the later it gets in the season, the more people camp here, the wood will start disappearing. I'll probably start finding trash here. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little disappointed when I got up here and pulled into the spot today and found a fire pit and found trash, and that wasn't here a couple weeks ago when the last time I was here. That just tells me somebody else has found this spot, and whoever found it obviously don't know how to clean up after themselves. And if you happen to see this video, I don't know who you are. If you want to embarrass yourself and leave a comment, by all means do, but you should really start thinking when you go out and camp, when you leave, anything you bring out in the bush with you, in the field, in the woods, in the river, anything, it all should leave with you. You shouldn't leave nothing behind. It's disgusting. It really fires me up. Either way, I'm not out here to get fired up. I'm out here to enjoy a good night out. I hope Owl Hunter's having fun tonight. She's out camping by herself with some friends tonight, so I hope she's having a good time. I sent her a photo of my current situation, and I know where she's at. They barely have service, so I probably won't hear from her today, but I hope she's having fun. I'm proud of her. I really am proud of her for going out, and not just going out because Dad's going out. So that's cool. But folks, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my fire, enjoy my cold dew. Probably turn on some music here shortly. I've already checked in with Mama Bear. She ain't feeling too good, so she took some NyQuil and she's going to bed. So I think I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my fire for a little bit, and at some point kick some music on and wait for the rain to get here. And that's gonna be the rest of my evening. So I'll either bring you back if something cool happens, if the rain happens, or once we're tucked in the hammock or whatever. But we are losing daylight, so there ain't a whole lot left to film. So I'll bring you all back. Like I said, if something cool happens, we'll bring you back. If the rain hits, we'll bring you back, or if I get in the hammock or whatever. But yeah, I'll talk to you a little bit later. What's up, everybody? It's about 1:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 11 o'clock hour come and gone. No rain. I have stars, which is kind of cool. I checked the radar. It looks like that storm, when it hit the mountains there, like the Smoky Mountains and all through there, it kind of maybe pushed it north, because most of the storm went north of me and bypassed me, and then there was a couple cells that looked like it was going to hit me. But when I watched the radar hour by hour in the mode, like in time-lapse type deal, you know what I mean? It's like the closer it got to me, the smaller the cells got. I look at the hourly, And the rain for all nights it don't even show that no more. It shows cloudy skies, which is kind of weird because I have stars. I don't have cloudy skies. And there's like a 40 or around about 4 o'clock in the morning, it's showing about a 30% chance of rain. So we may or may not get rain now, but it's definitely not going to be the storms that I was anticipating getting and hoping to get, actually. But we may get lucky and still get a little bit of rain tonight. If it wakes me up and we do get rain and it wakes me up, I'll obviously bring y'all back for it and let you hear it with me. But otherwise, y'all, I'm in the hammock. It's late. I'm going to bed. I've had an awesome night. It's time to go to sleep. Completely. It's about 4:30 in the morning. It's now raining. It woke me up. Wet, dry, wet, dry. And so we got the rain that I wanted, which is awesome. I actually gotta pee, so I'm gonna get up and go pee, but I wanted y'all to hear it's raining. I'm going pee and I'm going back to bed. We'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. How'd everybody sleep? Slept like a baby. So we got the rain that I wanted. Oh, this coffee's hot. So that's cool. Which made the boaters not stay out until 3 o'clock in the morning, which is also pretty cool. That was the one complaint. That's the one complaint I got about this river when I camp on it. It was the night fishermen go up and down this river all night long, and their boats are not quiet. It's like souped up Harleys, but last night was a pretty quiet night because of the rain. So now I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my cup of coffee. And my cinnamon, or brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tart. Don't get into this coffee. It makes it like a breakfast dessert. I'm kind of excited to get home because I want to hear about Al Hunter's trip. I wonder what she did all weekend. A little bit drizzly morning, but I looked at the radar and it looks like the rain's gone. It's just going to be cloudy. It's still lightly sprinkling. I can see the raindrops out there on the river, but it's not raining, obviously. It's just a mild sprinkle. But I'm going to sit here and enjoy my coffee and my breakfast. I'm in no hurry to break down this morning. I told Mama Bear I promised her I'd let her sleep in, and she's not feeling too good. So
I'm not even gonna mess with her. Probably won't call her until around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And it's pretty early. It's like 7:15, 7:30-ish a.m. So I got quite a few hours to kill just to sit here and relax. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll holler at y'all in a little bit.
So show camp's cleaned up. My fire pit was here. The existing fire pit was there, so you can see it's cleaned up. You can see the dry spot. No trash, nothing hanging off the trees. Site's all cleaned up. The only thing I'm not going to take out is the bucket that I found with the poop bag. I'm not messing with that. But everything else, and right there is where the canoe was upside down. Dry spot and dry spot. Again, make sure nothing's on the ground. Good, nothing in the tree. Fire pits are both done. All right, folks, let's get out of here. Folks, off we go. All right, camp was awesome. Yeah, it was. Go ahead and get our final thoughts. So, first and foremost, my Patreon supporters: Matthew B, Stephen R, Mark K. Thank you very much. As always, give you guys a shout out in some form or fashion in every video, or try to at least. That being said, now let's get to the final thought. Camp was awesome. I was a little disappointed when I showed up and realized that somebody's camped there before and left trash, left fire pit, didn't do a no trace camping like I do. That was a little upsetting, especially finding that poop bucket, right? But nobody showed up. I didn't have any intruders. I was expecting a lot more rain than what we got. The rain didn't actually come in until I think around 4:30 or something like that, or at least that's when I woke up for it. So I was able to sit by the fire, and most of the boaters left around midnight or so is when they left off the river, so I wasn't kept up all night by the loud boats like I was the last couple times I've camped on this river. So that was cool. Mama Bear, thank you very much for the steaks. Those things were awesome. They were really good. I love cooking steaks on cast iron skillet on an open fire. Had a great time. Had an awesome time. So, as always, don't know what. Oh, I do know what I'm doing next weekend. Next weekend's Memorial Day weekend. So myself, Al Hunter, and I believe Al Hunter's boyfriend is all going to the National Forest, most likely, and we're going to be doing 2 to 3 nights out there. So that's what's going on next weekend. So if next month, not at, the Monday after this video, if I don't have a video released on Monday, just I will release it on Tuesday instead, probably next week. And I say that's because I'm not even going to be getting home from the forest until probably Monday, mid to late Monday. So I got to have time to edit it and get it uploaded. So next episode, if it's not released on regular time Monday, it'll be released and premiered on Tuesday instead. So be on the lookout for that. I haven't got a whole lot more to say. I just need to row and call Mama Bear and tell her to start heading this way so she gets there the same time I do. But I had a great time. I appreciate everybody joining me with me on this one. If you ain't a subscriber and you made this far in the video, you're at the very end of the video, so you might as well hit that subscribe button. All my subscribers that are with me and have been with me or new to the channel, I greatly appreciate y'all's support. If y'all like this kind of content, hit the smash the thumbs up button for me. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when any future episodes get released. You guys already know how we do it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut y'all loose. We'll see you next week. Appreciate everybody watching. Holler at your boy. Peace. Till next time, folks.